I made a post on Facebook and the Dog Trainer Marketing group on Facebook, which is my group. It's free to join. By the way, you'll be amongst over 3,100 professional dog training business owners swapping secret strategies, tactics, and tips. I highly recommend that you become a member if you're not already. But I made a post about, 4 or 5 days ago about pet insurance and how it's something that we should be looking into, not as a consumer, but as a seller of pet insurance. Stick with me because I'm going to kind of explain what I meant by that post. The post said, my gut feeling is that pet insurance as an industry is going to explode over the next 10 years. This is where we should be positioning ourselves. So this is really kind of an off-the-cuff observation based on people I talk with and posts I see on social media and just my general feeling. Sometimes you get a gut feeling for what's going on in your life, in your country, and specifically in this case, in your industry. And I really feel that, and by the way, I haven't looked at any numbers in the industry. I don't know any facts or figures. Again, just take all this with a grain of salt. But I usually have pretty good instincts when it comes to this stuff. And what I've seen is that over the years, pet insurance has been around, but no one player has really done a very good job of really separating themselves from the pack. And no one player has developed any branding to take over the industry. And amongst pet owners, I don't feel like there's real market penetration when it comes to pet insurance in general or any specific company. And I think that's going to change over the next 10 years. So my thought process, not so much for myself, but maybe one of you guys out there listening, and this, again, it diverges a little bit from what we usually talk about, which is running a dog training business. But since it's in the same industry, I think it's important to address. For somebody who's much younger than I am, somebody who has much more energy than I do, you might want to look into what it would take to set up a pet insurance business, because here's my thought process. We've got this community of dog training business owners. My group has roughly 3,100 people at this point in time. I know Molly's group has some 7,000 people, and some of those may be not necessarily business owners, just dog trainers mixed in as well. But in general, I haven't seen any pet insurance pet insurance company aggressively court the professional dog training industry. So here are my thoughts, is that somebody who is young and enterprising and has, again, way more energy than I do at this point in my life, would set up a dog training, a pet insurance business, and then approach dog trainers in a way where the dog trainer would get a cut of every pet insurance policy that ends up being sold. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be a lot of money, but when you think about it, if maybe you make $20 a month, but you get recurring, right? And let's say over the course of a year, you're able to expose 100 people to it. That would be $20 times 10 would be 200, times 100 would be 2,000. $2,000 a month, basically, you could be getting, depending on how aggressive the pet insurance company wanted to split it with you. But here's the reality, is that we as professional dog trainers, and I include myself in that category because I still kind of identify as a professional dog trainer, having owned 3 dog training businesses myself for the past 28 years, even though I don't currently have a dog training business. But we're in a position where dog owners look up to us for advice, for guidance, to know what to do. And so we as professional dog trainers are in a position to leverage the fact that we are trusted advisors to help people get pet insurance. So I really think that the first person who in the pet insurance industry who taps us as a resource is going to make a hell of a lot of money, And so those were kind of my thoughts. I know that a lot of you are really small 1-person or 2-person mom and pop businesses, and the idea of starting up a pet insurance business that would be national is maybe way beyond where you're at in your entrepreneurial journey. But I'm hoping that there's maybe somebody out there listening who maybe takes this video as kind of a spark of inspiration and then looks into it further, because boy, there's something really to be said for that recurring revenue. And when it comes to insurance, basically, once you've got people signed up, my gut feeling is that it's not really that much work. And then going off on a separate tangent, I know there are people offering insurance for dog training businesses, was kind of a separate thing, but I really think that the offering pet insurance to pet owners, which you guys are uniquely positioned to do, is the big opportunity that we're looking at over the next 10 years outside of specifically the dog training industry. Hey, I'm Adam Katz for browningdirect.com, as well as dogtrainertoolbox.com. If you need a consistent stream of desperate dog owners calling you each and every day, each and every week, each and every month, we use a proprietary approach to running Google ad campaigns. And at any given time, we're running Google ad campaigns for between 50 to 60 different dog training business owners. If you're interested in that, you can learn more at browningdirect.com. As well, I should also steer you to dogtrainertoolbox.com, where you can read about our done-for-you dog training business website. We use tested copy. Copy is the persuasive text, as well as a tested design, and it works basically out of the box. I don't think there's anything in this industry even like it. So if you need a new website, if you're tired of, losing 50% of the people that end up on your website to, bounce backs or whatever else, this is a tested, done for you dog training business website. You can read more about it at dogtrainertoolbox.com. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.